Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Strompcast. It's a semi-after dark one, and we have a lot to celebrate today. Top 8 in the Champions League. You love to see it. An absolute circus day of results and finishes today. I'm joined by the main man, Mr. Danny Saldana. Danny, my fellow Canuck, how you doing with all the snow we've been blitzed with here in Canada?
Fam, we currently live in igloos. Literally, the stereotype is now
Buddy,
true.
the snow drifts at my house are higher than I don't have a big car. It's a Nissan Micra. They're higher than me in the car.
Bro, I had to hit my lock button to hear my car to know which one was mine.
To know where your car
buried
was.
in snow.
That's
it was
wild.
buried in snow, and then the plows came in the little road, so they just drenched it. So we're currently living in igloos. I don't know if you felt anything yesterday. We had an earthquake in Aurelia, which was also felt in Toronto. Apparently,
we did not feel that,
buddy. So the world is collapsing. Sporting is in the top 8. Is this the year that we win the Champions League?
It was minus 35 in Kingston. It was minus 35 with the win. So might have frozen over.
Yeah. So
I don't know what's going on.
It only makes sense with the run of results that Sporting have been having, beating the European champions, making it in the top 8. What a time to be alive, boys.
What a time. Yeah, the snow this week was fucking ridiculous. Like I'm not a tall guy, but like 6-foot snowdrifts, 5'7.5". Boy, like that's kind of wild. Just saying.
You're telling me, man.
Brother, yeah, we got killed with the snow this week too in Kingston. Follow Sam. Sam could not join us today, obviously. It's late boy hours for him. Chris is under the weather today. He got by whatever virus or bugs are going around this time of year. It's common. You can follow him there though, and then you can also follow me, of course, on Twitter, X, whatever. Most importantly, follow all things Alvalade on all social media platforms, and check out Offside Originals. I know I've been slacking, but I got some new prints hopefully coming up soon. So shout out to everybody already joined us. We already got like 20 some people here. Dan, if you want to pull up goal point, we will recap the thrilling 3-2 win at Athletic Bilbao today at the Sad Mamza Stadium in Spain. The lineup was as follows. I'm going to full screen it on my end. Was Rui Silva in goal, Maxi Arouca, Gonçalo Inácio, Usman Diomande, and Ivan Fresneda as the defenders. Midfield of João Simões, Daniel Bragança, Morten Hjulmand, and then the front three of Trincão, Suarez, and Jenny. Substitutes were Mateus Reis, Pedro Gonçalves, Hidemasa Morita, Eduardo Quaresma, and Alisson Santos. Goals from Diomande, Trincão, and Alisson off the bench. Danny, I'll kick it off with you. Talk me through it.
Buddy, this is this game. I mean, it was frustrating at the beginning, but at the same time, knowing that we were through to the next round, it wasn't too I wasn't too up in arms.
You knew we were through. You were just hoping for stuff go our way.
I wanted the 2-game at least rest in terms of now, especially when we look at our rivals that
we want to buy
through today. We want that bye. We're bicampeões. We want the bye.
So yeah, I could see the wheels turn. Like, what do you guys want us about to say?
You know what I mean? Listen, we love all things bye around here.
We're all inclusive.
Not that we are, but maybe. Who knows? We're bicampeão. Anyways, but yeah, I it was at first it was nice to see the 11. I was excited to see Bragança. I was also excited to see him leave the pitch. I'm not gonna lie.
It's his third game back. Like, not his best.
Third game back. His first start.
Not as João Simões' best game either. I will say, although the yellow I think brings him down a bit in the rating.
Correct. No, João Simões, Morita came on and we had a different game once João came off and Morita came on with Bragança as well. He doesn't normally play that far forward.
He was playing
Simões and Morita role. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was playing as that number 10, which is not typically his position in midfield. So, and it kind of showed.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I mean, maybe it's an adaptation. Maybe he's not as physical as he once was. He's not as good defensively as he once was.
Two knee injuries too. He's coming back fresh off of one. So
exactly. so maybe they don't want to risk it too much. But I don't think that's the position for him. But nonetheless, it's nice to at least see him in the starting 11. Nice to see Diomande back in the starting 11 as well. Gone for AFCON and then injured from there too. So it feels like it's been like 2 months since we last seen Diomande, honestly.
It feels like 2 months since we've been any semblance of healthy, and it feels like everybody is back for the most
part. It's still ongoing, buddy, because we lost Inacio this game as well in the first half.
We lost Inacio, and then we still have Nuno Santos, who might not exist anymore. And
well,
then,
he finally traveled and practiced, but yeah. And then of course we have
Kenda's out.
Kenda's out, but Quaresma came on, and you know how Gyökeres does this, and then Gabriel did this, That's pretty much what Quaresma was doing this game. One of these with the mask.
He was phenomenal when he came on.
He was. I seen a meme. I think it was GM that did it, where he showed Quaresma with the mask and then LeBron James with the mask. So Quaresma was full LeBron James mode. This game.
Yeah, he was something mode this game.
Yeah, he was on it. I enjoyed Quaresma's game today.
I was just fine with it. Like, it wasn't something
I thought he played really well. I thought there was sometimes he was a little dumb on the ball, but for the most part he was good defensively. He brought us a different forward play when we came on. Once he came on, I thought we started dominating the possession a bit better. Mind you, the second half we were just overall much better. That first half, really poor showing. Within the first 2 minutes they scored. Very silly mistake. Hillman sort of passes the ball into their direction and then they slot it low.
It's a silly goal to give up.
It's a silly goal. And then we at least we took it back to the other half. We got a corner. Diomande, commanding header, I should say.
Yeah.
Beautiful goal from Diomande. He has a 6.5. He actually played really well, especially seeing as he was away for quite some time, like I was mentioning.
Back like he never left, you could say.
Back like he never left, facts. And he probably was only subbed off at I think it was like the 60th minute, just because for like time constraints.
I was just saying that, and that felt like more like a precautionary, just like
exactly.
Get him off. Like don't.
That was probably always part of the plan. What wasn't part of the plan was Inacio for Mateusz Reis. But yeah, I mean, Mateusz Reis came on. I was praising him last podcast.
He was
not his best game today.
Stinky at times today.
He improved in the second half. Don't get me wrong, but
he got better as the game went on. But yeah, that first little bit, he was duty. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, another great Maxi game. Fresneda had a game.
He had a good game. I really like.
We always kill him. Fresneda had a game. Jenny had a game. 5.7 seems really.
Thought he won the penalty in the second half too.
Verendistão, I thought
Verendistão
in the second half
strike again in Europe, and it almost did, but it didn't.
But it didn't. It wasn't a pen. It was a corner. I thought it was a corner from the get-go. I didn't think.
I thought it was. I was confused when he called the pen. I'm like, wait, he called a penalty? Yeah. I was like, no,
maybe his back leg. They would consider that because his back leg
because in real time, I'm like, Jenny just crossed the ball. And I'm like, wait, it's a penalty? Oh my god, you hero! Let's go. And then I'm like, oh, he's gonna review it. He's calling this back. And then I saw the replay. I'm like, oh, it's not a pen. That's a shame.
Exactly, But no, a good Jenny game as well. I like that. We tried to dominate through the right on his end for a lot of the games as well. He had some trouble with the left back. Don't get me wrong, but they're a good team. They're a physical team. There's something we're not used to.
Tough team, yeah.
Ref wasn't doing us any favors either, but they were very physical, and we grew into that during the game because really our only physical guy is Maxi, and Maxi was kind of getting thrown around a bit.
He had I thought Maxi was, for me, he was probably
our best player. No, I'm not saying otherwise. I was just saying like he was even tough. They were tough.
Oh yeah, he was standing right up to them. Yeah.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, first half because of that, and then their second goal. I have to also say again, back on the Mateusz Reis thing. I hate it personally when I see this shit, especially when things that are that soft. Mind you, I've watched a lot of football in all leagues. I see it getting called a lot. I see the referee giving players the benefit of the doubt, but in a game like this, especially when you finally, start coming into the game and start getting your confidence back, and then quickly, reverted that early 1-0, not loss, but that
deficit.
We give up the deficit to tying it 1-1. The most important thing from there is damage control, and let's try to get a second. It's not basically gifting them the second goal.
Yeah, it's it's okay. You've got it back to level. Let's just settle things down a bit and try to get this.
So not happy with Matheus Reis sort of giving it up there. He should there should be more urgency there.
For sure.
And then the second half came, the substitutions came not that far after. Pot came in, Morita came in, Quaresma came in. Like I said, I thought Diomande had a great game. I thought Quaresma came in and did just as well as well. I thought maybe we would miss out on Diamande's height, but Quaresma was up for the task. And then we started dominating possession a bit more. And
we were very much like the last 20 minutes or so, we were very much in their half for
control.
Like long stretches.
Exactly.
We just didn't really do much like chance wise until like the very end.
Agreed. Yeah, exactly. And again, like with holding the possession, Quaresma would do us a lot more favors than Diomande would, right? Most of the times, if you even remember the big games, teams would like attack Diomande, especially when we have the ball, so that he can give it over or turn it over. So I thought that was a brilliant substitution. Like we mentioned already as well, Morita coming in changed the game because it gave us that calmness in the midfield that João Simões wasn't giving us. Morita would come back to get the ball and distribute. Morita was good under pressure. When Morita's like that, he's probably our better midfielder comparing the two, but he hasn't been like that a lot of times this season. But happy with the Morita cameo. Pot came in and Pot did what Pot does best, which is sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. I don't know if you guys think the same way, but I've seen Pot do fantastic things. The Trincão goal, our second goal, beautiful interplay between the two of them. Great goal, great team goal overall, not just the two of them. Great team goal, great passes. Tiki Tashka at its fullest.
Oh yeah.
But then I also seen Pot give away silly balls because he's trying to be too cute. I seen Pot, doing the 1-2 with Morita, and the ball's a little too short, and then Bilbao sort of on the break. So again, another one that's coming back from injury, another one that's getting up to speed with it. But especially seeing against this cameo today at Cam, I think next game I won't be surprised to see Trincão, Pot, and Jenny. And I think that'll probably be that's definitely our best 11 moving forward until Kenda comes back, of course.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So, but it was a good little cameo that Pot did. Of course, I'm going to complain about certain things. He also came on right away and got a yellow, which is hilarious.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. Almost immediately got a Steven Gerrard style. Just immediately get to booking.
Facts. Class. And then the moment we all been waiting for, the corner on their end, we break on the counter. We had subbed on Alisson for Trincão, have to mention that too. And I was happy with the sub. I was happy with the timing of the sub because it was already in a position where we knew they had to score, or they knew they had to score to make it.
So they were going to all going to be pushed.
So they were going to push
forward. They were going to be pressing high press.
And we were going to use Alisson to bomb forward. And before the goal, Alisson was doing well in terms of that. And then the goal came. Before we talk about the goal, actually,
I want to. Can I talk about the goal?
Take it away, because I'm tired of saying the same thing.
And I'm like, okay, we're probably not going to win this. Then I see the count. I'm like, oh shit, we got numbers on this counterattack. Go, just pass it. He's not. I'm like, oh shit, he's not offside. Go, just shoot. I'm like, shoot. I screamed, just shoot, probably 10 times before he finally shot. And I went, for fuck's sakes, just put it in the net. And then about 5 seconds later, they put it in the net. And I was losing my mind in my living room. But he needs to shoot. He takes one too many touches. He takes one less touch
in the world.
He takes one less touch and just shoots. He scores that first time. That's all he needed to do. Was he's in great position. It's a phenomenal run. He does such a good job getting into space to stay on side even. Because it's easy for an attacker to get overzealous and just bomb and get offside. He stays on side, but he takes one too many touches. His last touch is the heaviest of his touches. and he has to now rush the shot instead of getting able to set himself and shoot. He just has to kind of shoot and hope, and it's right at the keeper. It gets a fortunate bounce to Alisson, who takes it. Yeah. He almost falls down. Lost in this buildup. Alisson almost falls down on the touch, somehow dribbles around a dude, and then shoots it bottom corner for a goal. And the place goes, well, the sporting fans go bananas. The place,
my house goes bonkers. If we're talking about a place, my house.
Yeah, my house was
destroyed.
My fiance was beside me on the couch. She was just kind of giving me a look like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I'm like, "Oh, just finish the game. Just please call it. We're in. Let's just be done. I didn't expect this." Like, if you had told me at the start of this campaign we were going to be top 8, I would have laughed at you in the face and said, "No shot." We have the reigning German champions, the reigning Italian champions, the reigning European and French champions, and also intercontinental champions.
Yeah.
Who else did we get?
Did you say Italian yet?
I said the Italians.
Okay.
Who else did
we had? We had the Belgian champions.
We had the Belgian champions.
Who we lost last season.
We had Marseille, who was
first at the time when we played Marseille too.
Marseille, who we have had a horrible recent history with Marseille.
Facts.
And Bilbao, this game proved it, which was. Everybody said, "Oh, we'll beat Bilbao." I'm like, this is not an easy game.
This is our first win in Spanish soil
ever
for European competitions or for the Champions League. But I think it's European competitions. Think of that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's an insane stat.
And since we're on this as well, and I thank you for bringing that up, Rich. Because it kind of struck a nerve with me a little bit after the game on social media. A lot of chatter. I've seen the name a lot. I don't know why. Why are we still talking about Amorim? I get it.
Who cares? It's done. It's over.
I love the man too.
Move on.
Exactly. This Amorim we didn't have this high with Amorim yet. Not yet, but we didn't have this high with Amorim.
We didn't do this. We didn't. At no point did we ever look this strong in Europe.
Yeah, exactly. And now. We have to if it's thanking Amorim for bringing us to this place for sure.
Absolutely,
he laid the foundations for us to be the team that we are today.
He mixed the mortar. He laid he put the blocks. Exactly. He was out there putting in a shift, but now it's like we're building a building now, and he's not there.
And exactly that. And it's like we'll have so much of this praise for him and fair play as deserving. But why are we not having the same sort of energy, the same sort of praise with our current manager that is taking us to?
You know what it is, and I'll tell you why. Because there is a subsection of Sportingistas, and I'm looking at some of you in the eyes. I'm going to look at the camera. You guys see us in second place behind Porto in the table, and you dumb fucks would rather win the league than go far in the Champions League, and you guys are fucking idiots. That's why.
I'm cool with that too. I'm part of those Sportingistas that are silly like that. Don't get me wrong.
There's a silly part of this fan base that does that. But they are in their own heads.
I think we need to contextualize things too. This is just an abnormal season from Porto.
This is a very impressive season, even by Portuguese standards. This is a very impressive season by a probably championship winning
team. Impressive is exactly the word, and impressive in many factors, not just in factors of play, but impressive in a lot of luck and the Strilling, as they like to say. But
we look at the moments like when we were the champions the last 2 years, and it's like. We've had some very fortunate bounces or a deflection, or we've had a very fortunate last minute winner like we had today.
The last 3 games, really.
They've got the last game we had it, right? Like they've had that in spades, but they've also had some very dominant displays too, mixed in with a lot of that luck, and they've been very impressive. They're already, I think, clinched to go through in the Europa League, at least to the playoff round.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
They haven't made top 8.
But I don't know if they can get top 8 or if
they can. I think they're 1 point off of it. Yeah. So they'll have to win tomorrow and then see.
Which is fine. Which is like they're a good team. And they're going to be a tough out in the Europa League. They're going to be a very tough out. Which only always is a very tough out in Europe.
Yeah, and it only helps us down the line too, because maybe they can drop points because of how many how many games they'll still have to play, especially if they go deep in the Europa League. But I'm saying all of that to say, like, cool, but let's not get stuck in the past. Let's also praise the guy that we have right now, because I don't think he gets enough love and enough credit.
He doesn't get the love that he deserves.
When Sir Alex Ferguson was doing it on the last minute scoring goals, they called it Fergie time. When he's doing it in the last minute scoring goals, or when Ruben Amorim was doing it, they called it the Strelinga. When he's doing it, they're calling him a donkey. I don't get it. We're playing some good stuff nonetheless. I know the first half was probably our worst first half that we've had all season, or one of them.
It was one.
I know we're going to go in, definitely one of them. I know we're going to go into the Arouca game, which also wasn't that great of a game from us either. But overall, the style of play, overall dealing with the injuries, overall rotations, and then overall, if we look at Ruben Amorim's time at Manchester United and ours, one of the biggest criticisms Ruben Amorim has is not being able to adapt in game. We cannot say that about Rui Borges. You can say that we planned the games out poorly against Benfica and against Porto, even though I don't agree with Porto, but definitely Benfica. The game strategy, the strategy wasn't right, but you cannot complain about him being able to change the game, because today he put in Morita, Pot, and Quaresma, and then Allison, of course.
And it paid off.
And it paid off. Against PSG was the same thing. It paid off. So I only wanted to mention one more thing about Suarez, and then I'm done about this game.
Yeah.
This is the epitome of what Suarez is. That he's through on goal.
Yeah.
And something that seems kind of easy, he overcomplicates it. Of course,
he overthinks it.
Touch, and this pitch was horrible too. These guys were sliding all over the place.
It was not a great pitch. Which is shocking from Bilbao, because that stadium is a magnificent stadium. So I was shocked at the state of the pitch.
And I don't want you to cry. I almost cried when I see it. I don't want you to cry in Canadian, but the weather was 12 degrees Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. Yeah,
I don't know
exactly. Buddy.
I don't know. Fuck Fahrenheit.
Exactly, buddy.
That's got my blood. That's like boiling water for us right now.
Yeah. So
12 Celsius. Oh, I would kill for a day like that.
I understand it's raining a lot in Europe, but I don't know. Man.
We mustn't forget it's been raining.
It's been raining like crazy, I guess. But yeah, that was. But I say that to say I know the pitch wasn't in the greatest conditions, but he's got to do better there. He's got to do better.
He got it.
Allison bailed him out. But 9 times out of 10, a player isn't there to pick up that ball. Dika player.
9 times out of 10, that bounce back doesn't go your way.
Exactly. So that's the epitome of Suarez. I don't know if you've seen the chatter online. There's a lot of chatter, especially the Premier League fans. They're saying never to trust Portugal again because of Gyökeres and because of Amorim. And they're saying, this guy's a fraud. I think we know about Luis Suarez. He's definitely not a fraud. I don't think he's Premier League level or like top 6 Premier League.
He's a good player. He's definitely a good player, but
he's a great player. He's a great player. He's just not a great finisher per se. But
which is crazy because he's at like 25 goals already this season, and we're like halfway through the season.
If he scores half of the chances he misses, or even a third of the chances he misses,
he's already at like 35 goals. He's got another 10 goals at least.
He's like Harry Kane level low key because he's so good. He's pretty good on the ball. He's
really good on the ball, and he does such a good job of getting into space and creating chances too.
Yeah. Garrick, I like this point.
That's a good comparison, actually.
Even Nilsson 0.2. I like that.
2.0.
2.0.
Yeah, I like that comparison. I said it on the show, I think last week. He's like the anti-Gyökeres, which is he scores quite a lot of goals. He just, not a lot of his goals are that pretty typically. They're kind of all a little bit ugly. That being said, his goal against Arouca was fucking bullet header. Like, it was a great goal.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's
a bullet header. It like sort of hit off his shoulder, his shoulder.
Still count. It's still rocketed into the net. It's fine. The goal's a goal.
He scuffed it.
Goal's a goal. He got there. He made it. But yeah, like he's a very good player. I think you're bang on. Sometimes his finishing leaves a little bit to be desired. But it is what it is. Like, he's still got a lot of goals, and he's got goals in big moments when it matters, which is what you want from your main striker. But yeah, it's gonna be. I'm just reading this comment from Gary. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy. I think I think Porto's team is going to come very close to the center.
I like this comment too. This comment is true. Like, how can you blame Klopp on that season that Guardiola Man City were just unreal?
Like, you can't be like you can't blame second and even third place for being behind when the team in first is that dominant.
Yeah,
through the season.
Mind you, with that being said, we have to at least get second because Benfica's coming into form. I don't know if you want to start Benfica now, but
so a circus day, like we mentioned at the start, so circus day. Benfica also winning their game 4-2 at home to Real Madrid. Crazy finish. They're up 3-2, but they needed to win by 2 goals or more to advance. They need to win. They need to win by by multiple goals or whatever it was. So end of the game, Trubin up off of a free kick scores an absolute piss missile of a header to make it 4-2 and send them through to the very last playoff spot in 24th. And actually with that result, actually Sporting can one of our potential opponents in the round of 16 could actually be Benfica because of that.
I have
you have the standings.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, that's I was seeing the permutation. Sporting can play. I forgot who I think it was Bodo Glimt. Inter. You're just sharing your whole screen.
Ha!
Oh my God! Stop
that.
Too much.
Boomer.
Boomer.
How do I get
share your tab, brother? You've never used Streamer?
Yeah, but I'm using a different
browser.
Yeah. Window.
Nothing, dog. But yeah, one of the I think it was Bodo Glimt, Real Madrid, Benfica, and Inter might have been our 4 potential teams I saw somewhere.
Exactly right. So I don't know if you see that there. Try to zoom in.
Sporting or Man City will play one of Real Madrid, Benfica, Inter, or Bodo Glimt. So we get one of those.
Benfica or Bodo Glimt will play either Madrid or Inter. So and then I don't know how it goes from there. And
vice versa, and then depending on the draw,
one of those 4
we can play one. So that's we get one of those 4, which is crazy. Could you imagine a Benfica Sporting Champions League game?
Would love that.
The winner. The thing is, the winner of that, like you'll never let the other team live that down.
Yeah, it's the in the Champions League at least. It's the closest we'll get to. Even then, Porto played Braga that year. I was going to say it's the closest we'll get to that, but
final.
I remember Benfica lost in the semis.
They lost to Braga in the semis.
To Braga, right? Yeah.
They lost to Braga in the semis. I remember that very well.
So, that's the closest we'll get to that there. So I would love that because that's like a Champions League title in itself, going on to the quarterfinals. Playing you
beat your rivals on the way to do it, like especially if one of the teams actually goes on to win the bloody thing. Like you would hold they would hold it over our heads we would hold that over their heads
100%
for life. Be like, we won and we beat your asses on the way to it. And understandably so. Like I would expect them to give us shit too if that was the case. But the
stress of that game would be unreal. The happiness would be incredible. The sadness
would be. I want the sweet release of death immediately.
We're not going to talk about that anyways.
But yeah, that's one of the 4 permutations that we've got. We finished in 7th or 8th? We finished, I think.
We finished in 7th.
We actually finished not just top 8. We finished above it, which is crazy. Yeah, we finished above Man City because of I think we had the same points. We had a better goal differential or our goal scored ratio.
Yeah. So that's the qualified teams. We're in the 7th place. 7 is Rui Borges' number. There was something else about 7 as well. I'm forgetting it right now. There was something.
My last name is 7. My last name is 7 spelled backwards.
There we go.
The qualified top 8. So Arsenal finished 1st. Bayern finished 2nd. Liverpool, Tottenham 3rd, 4th. A lot of English teams in the top 8. Holy. Barca in 5th. Chelsea in 6th. Sporting in 7th. Man City in 8th. And then the playoff teams: Real Madrid, Inter Milan, PSG, Newcastle, Leverkusen, Atalanta, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Borussia Dortmund, Olympiacos getting in there. Club Brugge, Galatasaray.
Hold on, really quick on Olympiacos. Do you want to guess who one of their goal scorers was today?
Was it Podence?
A blast from the past, huh?
Was it Podence?
He started, but it was not Podence.
Was it? Oh, wait.
Same era though. You're in the right era, of course.
Was it that blonde-headed fucker Ruben Ribeiro?
No.
Does he play for them?
No.
I don't know.
Not him, but also a winger.
Jelson,
bro.
I forgot
the guy retired.
I forgot he played for Olympiacos.
I thought he retired. He scored today.
I thought he disappeared. I didn't think he retired. I just thought he disappeared.
Me too.
Who the hell is that team after between Monaco and Bodo Glimt? Is that Karabag?
That's Karabag.
That's
the mighty.
Crazy.
The mighty
Karabag. Crazy.
Benfica won fucking projected them up.
So the top 8 is dominated by English teams. Then the playoff is a lot of variety. Holy.
And then the teams that missed out too, some significant teams. Napoli missed out.
Ajax
Ajax has been shit for like the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Marseille, as we mentioned, PSV and Ajax.
Bilbao,
so that helps us out. Bilbao, Frankfurt.
Yeah.
But the most significant Napoli who beat us. And,
Napoli
Marseille,
out. Napoli out was crazy.
Yeah.
Considering the year they've been having in Italy too, like they've been pretty strong in City, like domestically. So yeah, very surprised. I mean, to be fair, we almost got a result against them. Even like it took
something against them.
We deserved a draw out of that game at least, and we just couldn't get it. Lauren mentioned in the comments, huge day for the coefficients. We actually officially leapfrogged Netherlands today for 6th place in the UEFA coefficient ranking. I think we were going to do that anyways, just if one of Sporting or Benfica win. The fact that we both won, I think, was just a bonus. We'll see what Braga and Porto do tomorrow. To give the coefficient some loves. I don't know who they play.
Let me see.
Braga, even though Braga's been kind of stinky domestically, they've been good in Europa League.
Braga goes away to Go Ahead Eagles. That's the Netherlands. So
what a football heritage right there.
And then Porto get Rangers at home. And then
Rangers, that's a tough matchup. Rangers is decent.
Yeah, Rangers are decent. Braga's in 5th right now. A win pretty much guarantees them on the top 8.
A
draw makes it iffy. Draw makes it iffy because
draw makes it iffy, but like they probably would still just do it.
I think it might be actually enough, so long as Betis or Porto drop points, because that's the only one that'll have
like direct kind of
past 17. So a draw might do, but Porto and 9.
They'll be like us. They'll be kind of waiting to see. They'll be kind of waiting to see what other results say, but a lot of it's still very much in their hands too.
Facts.
But yeah, huge day for Portuguese clubs in Europe and for the coefficients. Big year for the Portuguese clubs in Europe for the coefficients, really, especially after Benfica got off to a horrid start and really like against all odds qualifying for the playoff after losing like their first 3 or 4 games, right? Like some of them in brutal fashion. So I don't like Benfica, but I'll give them some credit. Like that's a crazy to rifle off 4 straight wins in a Champions League campaign is no easy feat for anybody. Shout out to them. I'm gonna sit here and hold up my hands. I thought this format, we're what 2 years into this format now, and I thought it was some utter woke nonsense. It is very fun. It is a lot like edge of your seat, like so much jeopardy and more jeopardy involved now, which is kind of fun. Like I'm here for the chaos. So yeah, Richard Neves will kindly come on the show and admit I was a big fat idiot and I was wrong. I was wrong as hell.
I only liked it.
Format kind of hits.
I only knew I would like it because I play Football Manager. That was it.
You knew you had the inside scoop kind of ahead of time. Like, no, this is the truth. And I was like, I don't know, Danny. And then you know, 2 years later, I'm like, you know what, this is kind of fun. Yeah. Man of the match for you on this game as we wrap up before we move on to Arouca.
Man of the match. They gave it to Trincão, but I don't think it was Trincão, to be honest with you.
I'm going to give mine to Maxi.
Yeah, I was leaning that way too. Definitely not Hillman. Hillman's been having some stinkers upon stinkers, by the way.
He's been weird the last little bit, for sure.
Yeah, he stepped up today, like towards the second half, like towards the end of it. He started getting better, but anyways, I feel like I didn't mention that earlier, and I think we're so quick to criticize people. I think I think Thing was one of them to criticize as well. Kevin makes a good point. I liked Morita.
I like Morita. I've liked Morita recently for the most part. Everybody's been quick saying, "Oh, he's washed," and like the last like month and a bit, he's been pretty darn good.
Today especially, he was good. I loved him. PSG, he was the difference maker as well.
Yeah,
I think Kevin kind of convinced me to go Morita this way. I'll go Morita.
That's fair. Honestly, and that's fair. Like I'm a big Morita guy. I love the guy. I got a Japan kit somewhere in my closet for him. I'll wear it next time. Next time he has a banging performance, I'll throw it on for my Japanese brethren. We'll move on to the Arouca game if you want to pull up the Arouca goal point. Because goal point is gospel in these parts. We should make a shirt that says that at some point. Sporting's lineup was
Will we get copyrighted for it though?
It's fine. Sporting's lineup as follows: Rui Silva in goal. Back four of Maxi, Matias Reis, Gonçalo Inácio, and Ivan Fresneda. Midfield of João Simões, Trincão, and Hillman. Front trio of Jenny, Luis Guilherme, and Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez with a very late goal right at the death to win this one. Like you said, Danny, it wasn't a phenomenal game. It was probably one of our worst games of the season, like as a whole. It just was not like we couldn't get much going. It felt like
it was more like a poor second half, if anything. We scored our goal and then afterwards it was sort of like meh, we didn't care enough,
It was almost like we just figured we'll just sit back, we got our goal, we're up,
and that's enough for some reason.
Yeah, it was a weird approach to the games, like you said, especially in the second half. Like you would think, like Arouca's not a shit team. They're not a great team, but they're not a shit team. Like they're gonna, if you're only up by a goal, like they're gonna try to press you a little bit, and they did.
They're not bad.
Like they're not bad. They got a goal, and I thought their goal was kind of deserved, if I'm being honest. Our goal, like I said, right at the death, Luis Suarez. His first goal of the game is a great finish. It's a great little shot inside of the boot. Just curls it away from the keeper. Great goal. Matias Reis getting sent off. Thoughts on that?
But Matias Reis got sent off after the goal because he came running in, which, mind you, again, I've seen this happen. He has to have said something. We need more clarification on why he got sent off.
I don't know what really happened.
Yeah, exactly. And then also on top of that, they're saying like it might be within 1 to 4 games. Is it because it's just Matias Reis? I think so, to be honest with you.
Like, is it just like what's the reasoning for it?
Yeah, because he came onto the pitch to celebrate. They're saying, or people are saying, "Oh, you can't do that." I just seen on Bilbao the whole bench cleared. By the way,
we've seen that twice in the last 2 weeks. The whole bench cleared.
I've seen against Real Madrid just now, Benfica's whole bench cleared. I've seen many a times the whole bench clears to celebrate a game-winning goal, and nobody gets a red. So no. I don't know. Maybe words were said.
I think maybe something got. I'm wondering if maybe he said something,
and now Matias Reis just has that reputation that it's like Matias Reis can help an old lady cross the road, and he's getting a yellow card for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's getting a warning, like, hey, relax.
The headlines are going to be like Matias Reis robs an old lady.
Mugs an old. Matias Reis mugs an old.
But no, he's just helping her cross the road. You know what I mean? Why I went with that analogy, by the way.
Matias Reis, elder abuser? Question mark.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
but yeah, I'm wondering if maybe like words were said and the ref said, okay, like I've let you on the field and I'll usually let you have it, but now you've said something to piss me off. Like I'm gonna have to put my foot down a bit.
I don't know. I don't get it either.
I don't know. Like it was very confusing to me.
Yeah.
Why he was sent off.
Yeah.
Nothing was made clear in the post game as to why he was sent off. So they're okay. I guess he just got sent off for shits and giggles. There's a fire truck or something right outside my house. I heard that. I was like, you can probably hear it now. My dogs are going crazy. Oh no, they're actually calm. I'm shocked by that.
Nice.
But yeah, like you said, Tale of Two Halves. I thought they were. I didn't get to watch live. I had to watch a replay, like the next day. I thought, their first half was decent, but the second half, like you said, it was poor. And credit to Arouca, like they didn't just sit back and roll over like some teams would. They actually showed some fighting them, which is, I guess, a welcome surprise in the chaos it is 2-0. But yeah, so that's where we stand. Any other thoughts on this game, Daniel?
Yeah, a few. Like I was saying, first half, I thought we were definitely the better team. Definitely had more chances. Back to the Luis Suarez point, where he sometimes, and this game is exactly that. I think I'm watching the highlights right now. I can't remember if his goal, the first goal was Luis Suarez, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a Suarez goal.
It was a Suarez brace, right? Is this the goal here that he cuts it back and then? Anyways,
his first goal.
Yes,
he touched
it is
it inside of the boot.
Boom. Just before that, he's through one-on-one with the keeper, and he decides to stop. He goes through, and instead of trying to like even sliding and kicking it right away, I think he gets there. He decides to stop. He lets the Arouca player sort of recover position, and the goalkeepers come in. Or the goalkeeper come in, and then he sort of panics and he fluffs the shot, doesn't even get it on target. It goes wide.
It was such a weird, I would rather you get a shot off and it's half decent and miss than not get a shot off at all.
Just what he almost did. Exactly.
It was a weird decision.
And then for him to go like minutes later and basically win the game by taking on 3 defenders, it's very strange. He's the epitome of that's just the epitome of who he is. Like he scores the easy chances, he scores the hard chances and fluffs the easy chances. And that's why he's at Sporting at 28 and not elsewhere. But that's why he was playing the second division last season and not.
He's just such a confusing player sometimes.
Yeah,
but he's our confusing player, so I'll take him.
And I love him. Yeah, facts. Yeah. But yeah, there's that there. And then the second half, within like the first 10-15 minutes, they get their goal, and honestly they could have had a second and a third even. One I remember goes right above the bar. Another one, Rui Silva is luckily there on the right time. Mateus Reis had a poor game. He was substituted off for De Bast. Again, back to my point with Rui Borges making the right substitutions. And then even after the game, he was explaining it. It made more sense. We needed somebody that held possession a bit better, that moved the ball a bit better. De Bast was exactly that. I was quite surprised that De Bast didn't travel with us to Bilbao.
I was surprised he wasn't with the team in Spain. Yeah. I didn't realize he wasn't with the team till Chris sent his Instagram story in our Instagram group chat. I said, he's not with, and I realized, I'm like, oh shit, he didn't travel with them today. Oh
no, he didn't travel with us. And I mean, looking back at the game, like we made 2 substitutions at center back. I mean, maybe De Bast could have been one of them. Maybe it would have been better than Mateus Reis, but again, maybe Quaresma wouldn't come on. I'm sure there's some reason. Maybe he niggled, like he re-injured something there. Who knows? But no, right substitution. Fresneda, typical Fresneda game, just frustrating. Maxi, typical Maxi game, the fucking GOAT.
Awesome game for Maxi.
Dave mentioned in the chat we might be in the market for midfielders. I definitely agree because humans.
I would imagine so because I think
we're going to be gone. Yeah, Kosh. It seems like he's not going to. He might even be loaned out. I'm assuming.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's going to be. At best, he'll be a depth guy like Petrovic style. Like he's not going to be here long for you.
I say that to say that left back is also going to be a very important position because, especially because Maxi, unless he gets hurt, Maxi's going to the World Cup. Maxi's going to be a huge loss for us. Huge loss for us.
I wouldn't be shocked if Maxi is not with us this time next year.
Yeah,
he's just been that great. And yeah, like you said, he's gonna be at the World Cup.
He's gonna show, I think. Whether he's at left back in Uruguay or left wing.
Or left wing, he's gonna be on that team. He's gonna probably do quite well.
I agree. So, but let's enjoy him while we have him. This is my favorite type of player is a player that defends well, attacks well, is an asshole.
He gives me Marcos Acuna vibes without always getting a yellow or red card. If that makes sense.
Mind you, he does get a lot of yellows.
Yeah, but I feel like he gets less than Marcos Acuna used to, though, is what I'm saying.
No, that's facts.
Acuna, I felt like got sent off every couple weeks.
And I liked Acuna. I loved Acuna. Maxi is am I that crazy to say Maxi is 10 times the player Acuna was?
A little bit. I wouldn't go 10 times. I go like a couple times, but 10 times is a little outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I love Maxi for that. To be honest, yeah, Maxi's definitely our Acuna. He's also, in a sense, namesake maybe as well. He's like our Maxi Pereira in a sense.
A little bit,
Pereira was
yeah.
a
He's got that little bit of shitheadedness about him.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
I can see that. So that's
Garrett's like,
South America. It's those South Americans,
I'll
man.
read
They all just have something. There's just a couple screws. There's enough screws loose to get you going. You know,
yeah,
like it's just something about
exactly.
those South American boys. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, facts. And then last thing, I need to mention it as well. Luis Guilherme, we have a player in our hands. It wasn't a great first half. It was a much better
He improved as the game went on. He got better.
He's clearly better on the left than he is on the right, or on the right than he is on the left. I think the right than he is on the left, because he likes to cut in and use his left foot rather than continue to go wide and try to cross with that left foot.
Mm-hmm.
But I also seen him interplay with Trincão then going wide and him staying in the middle, and I thought he did a serviceable job there.
He came in to West Ham as like a highly touted, like Brazilian youth international, so obviously he's going to be highly touted. And even West Ham fans were like, the few glimpses they saw of him, they were like, he's a decent player, but they didn't get to see enough of him because they just never played him.
He's not Premier League ready per se, especially.
I think that was a move too soon.
And the Premier League now as well. It's like Premier League low key. Okay, yes, it's the best league in the world, but they're sort of going back to like their roots in terms of like Route 1, throw-ins, set pieces.
It's becoming much more like
physicality
football.
Yeah, so if you don't make it in the Premier League, I know people are shitting on Gilqueras a lot, but if you don't make it in the Premier League, I don't think it's that bad anymore. I think their football is just a little different than other European nations.
I think their football. I don't think English football as a whole is that pretty, if I'm being honest.
Exactly. So
it's not pretty football.
But my point is, Luis Guilherme, even in the second half, there's quite a few chances that if somebody gets at the end of that, he gets an assist.
Yeah.
So
I like what I saw
from there. We have a player.
I like what I saw from him.
Yeah, and then again, shout out Suarez. Like you said, the header worked. The free kick went in.
It's a laser beam past the keeper. Like it flies into the net.
And this keeper, I never am able to pronounce his name, the Uruguayan. He just came back. He was in Saudi.
I'm not gonna try. That's way too many.
It's Ira something. He was in Arouca before, and then he left to Saudi. I think he was in Argentina, and then he's come back.
Arouca Barrena?
Maybe. Yeah, sounds about
I don't know. That's a lot. Bro doesn't need to. He needs to sell some vowels. You don't need to buy no vowels. He's got to sell some of those bastards.
But he also was keeping them in the game. He had a big save on a human header as well that I thought was for sure going in.
Yeah, he played well.
Yeah. So deserved 3 points. It wasn't looking like it was going to be 3 points, and
we were settling for the draw.
Maybe we talk about a different reality right now, but we're still ahead of Benfica. We're still in the fight against Porto, so we move. I thought Barcelos was going to get something this weekend, but unfortunately they didn't.
We weren't that lucky.
We'll see. Porto keeps signing players. I don't know how they went from fucking broke to rich in like 2 months, but
they did.
I guess they're spending that Club World Cup money or something.
They got that FIFA blood money, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Facts. And they go away to Casa Pia after this weekend, so hopefully.
Yeah. We do have predictions to get to.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen in a second here. So the Arouca game. So Chris had a 4-0 win. He gets a goal scorer and the result. Danny, you had a 3-0 win. You get a goal scorer and the result. I had a 3-1 win. Same result. Sam had a 6-0 win. He was very optimistic. He even had Nell scoring. Fucking psycho. But he gets 2 points because he gets a goal scorer. He gets Suarez scoring ×3. We give him the ×2, so he gets the 2 points for the Suarez goals. Champions League. This was the game we all had 2-1, except for Sam. Sam had 1-0 and DeBas didn't even fly, brother. I'm sorry to say. I had Suarez to Trincão. You had Suarez, Jenny. Chris had the crazy own goal and Allison. He gets the point for the Allison goal. I get the point for the Trincão goal. You get the point for the result. So first place is still me, 56. Sam is 10 points behind at 46. You're only 3 points behind him. Chris made up a bit of ground this week. He's at 27 right now. So that's where we're at with predictions. Our next game, If I can scroll down, we're getting there. Is Nacional at home? Played them away. So, Danny, I'll start with you. What's your prediction for Nacional at home this upcoming weekend?
Nacional have been decent. Hold on, let me quickly look at their form.
Well, I'm looking at the table right now. They're in 11th at 20 points.
Yeah. They've been.
We have Ovs watch after predictions, but I'll wait for that. You get your predictions.
They beat at home, of course, but they beat Riwa 4-0.
Yeah.
Lost away to Gil Vicente. Drew Santa Clara 3-3. Lost to Guimarães. I'm gonna go with Rui Borges 3-1.
Rui Borges special.
Yeah.
3-1. Who's your goal scorer or scorers?
I'm gonna go with should I go with a Suarez hat trick because you just mentioned that?
Well, that's what Sam had last week. So
I'll go with I'll go with a Suarez brace. And and I'll go with a pot goal.
Pot goal. All right. I was also gonna go 3-1. I'm gonna be a little more optimistic, go 4-1. Just to be different and try to spam some points.
We're at home, so why not?
I'm gonna go Suarez ×2. I'm gonna go Trincão. I'm gonna go Morita.
That's 4, brother.
That's 4. Shit. I was gonna start naming more guys. All right. So that's where we stand right now. Predictions. Chris and Sam will have to get theirs. We do have Ovs Watch this week, ladies and gentlemen, which is going to be a new segment. I'm trying to make a thing. They got a point. They got 1 point. They drew.
And what a point, by the way. They were down 3-0 to Casapia.
3-0 to Casapia. They draw 3-3 to get the point.
Yeah. I was actually watching that game.
90th minute. So here they were trailing in the 75th minute, 3 goals. They get a penalty in the 75th minute. They score in the 90th off another penalty. And then in the 10th minute of added time, they score to make it 3-3 to give them a whopping 5 points at the bottom of the table.
Hey, man, that's a 6-pointer between them and Casapia, low key. So
that's
big point.
That's a huge point for sure. But man,
still
19 games. 19 games, 5 points. Yeah. I think it's Penafiel in 06 or 05. Your record's looking like it might not be safe for long. I'm just saying.
I'm sure they're happy about that, by the way.
I'm sure they're happy to not be the worst team in modern Portuguese football history.
Facts.
And by literally anything from the 60s onwards, which is a long stretch.
And Avs have 2 more games to surpass them technically, because they had
no, that was still an 18-team league. It was still. I thought it was 16. It was 18.
Okay. I thought that was more of a 18 change. Okay.
But that being said, Penafiel, they're coming for you, brother.
I would love for Avs to have the same sort of destiny Boavista have. So
I mean, they're not even
they're relegated and fuck off forever.
They're not even the real Avs, to be
honest. Not even the real Avs, exactly.
AVS is Football Club SOD or whatever. They're fucking the new B SOD. Get out of here.
Yeah.
You know how so people are so apathetic. There's not even this. People were like hated B-Sod. People don't even give a shit about ABS. It's like we don't even care. We don't even give a shit about it. That's how little we care. That's sad. People. At least B-Sod had some haters. Ours doesn't even have that.
Yeah.
You know how shit you gotta be to not even have haters. That's bad. We don't have much news wise. There's some transfer rumors.
Just 2 transfer rumors I want to bring up.
Faye finally signed. That was confirmed.
Yeah.
He signed this week. Was unveiled. One rumor was Napoli was allegedly interested in Alisson. Take that as what you will.
It was a loan with an option to buy for 20 million.
That just shot up to 30 million.
After the goal today, fuck 30, 50. 50. This is a Brazilian wonder kid we have in our hands.
This is a wonder kid.
Forget the other games that you've seen of him. Mind you, he it seems like he's getting better each game. Don't get me wrong, but yeah.
There's a player there.
There's a player there.
This is I don't see this as an Artur.
I don't see this as an Artur as well. He's definitely way more potential than Artur.
I don't see him as BL, that's for sure.
Also, yeah, since we're on that, BL came back from Atletico Mineiro, and we've shipped him straight off to fucking Saudi Arabia
Yeah,
for
that sounds
another
about
loan
right.
deal. Allison, my question to you is: loan with an option to buy for 20 million. Rich, take it or no? I don't know how
That's
much we
really
bought him for, but I think was it a free or was it like $1 million or $2 million? It was like 2 million. I think.
check transfer market.
That's a great idea, but
Check transfer market because that's also gospel in these parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not bad. We didn't pay a lot for him. I wouldn't hate it. For a guy who's like a bench player for us right now, be kind of silly to turn that down. 20 million for a guy who doesn't start like week in, week out. I mean, if they activate that buy option, you're like, yeah, sure.
And transfer market have him just at 4 mil right now. If this
I mean, transfer markets values are always
they're either super high or super low.
They're either ridiculously high or ridiculously below, like with the actual market value.
I guess the fee was 2.1.
So yeah, 2.1 million, which is dirt cheap. Yeah, that's
relatively speaking, yeah.
That's really cheap. In this day, that's really cheap.
Yeah, so
you'd make
20 million,
like almost you'd make 18 million profit off of that. Like that's good money.
I'm taking that. Especially because he's not like
he just made you that 18 million just in Champions League money today. Like for getting to those round of 16.
And Napoli are kind of stupid. I swear they paid less for Neres. For David Neres.
Neres is also like an international criminal, though, is he not? Like,
no, they might have got that. He just always looks high.
I thought they got that convict discount or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Bro survived the Ukrainian war and was still high, bro. Just let him be.
That's crazy. I don't know what they paid for Neres, but yeah, I mean, 20 million for a guy who's our bench player,
not a starter.
Yeah. Not even remotely a starter.
We've actively been like replaced. We replaced them twice, technically.
Yeah.
We not only got Luis Guilherme, we got that Fey guy as well.
We got two guys. Yeah. So, sure. If loan with the option, but worst case scenario, they don't decide to activate the buy option.
Yeah.
Maybe I like this guy. Maybe he'll turn to Marcus Edwards. He might be a new Matheus or Fatawu. Yeah, like Fatawu went and he's balling at Leicester City. Matheus Fernandes, another one. He's been great for West Ham.
Banger you don't know because his banger this weekend.
Oh, huge goal this weekend.
Low key, he might have to get a call up to the World Cup. If we're not going to call up Pot, we have to call up Matheus.
We got to call up Matheus.
And listen, I don't want to say this too loud because maybe Roberto Martinez is listening, which I know he is. But instead of João Felix, we call up this fucking Matheus Fernandes kid. He's not only playing at a better league, he's going to actually do something.
Yeah.
João Felix hasn't done anything in Saudi Arabia in months. So,
I mean, he scored that one goal, which he always scores a goal like in his first game. Yeah, and everyone's like, and everybody, and we do the same. We see the same malarkey. That's one of my favorite words on Twitter, which is he's so back, and then he goes ghost for months at a time, and it's like, so what happened to him being back? Like,
yeah,
no, I would very much not hate a Matheus Fernandes call up to the World Cup. But yeah, back to Allison. I would not be opposed to a loan to buy. Like worst case scenario, they don't activate the option to buy. You get the player back.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
It is what it is. I'm fine to accept that offer if that's the case. Worst case scenario, the best case scenario, they say, yeah, sure, we'll give you the 20 million, we'll activate it. Worst case, he doesn't play much or he plays and he's not phenomenal, they send him back. Big deal. He's still a young player.
Even if that happens, he's a young player. He'd be low-key. Italy is like the university of football in a sense, in terms of tactically speaking.
He would learn a lot tactically.
Learn a lot in Italy. Learn a lot from being really out. I mean, he's outside of Brazil, don't get me wrong, but at least it's the same language. He'll really be out of his comfort zone by being in Italy.
He'd also be with some phenomenal, like world-class, like Kevin De Bruyne, like world-class players.
Exactly. And I was even going to say, not only just world-class players, a world-class manager in Antonio Conte.
Yeah, a really good manager. It'd be like, yeah, worst case scenario, he comes back And
if it's mandatory, then like Garrick said, would you still take it? I still would personally.
I still would. But you paid $2 million for he's a bench player.
Yeah, I don't. He's a bench player now. He could grow into something, but
he could grow into
I don't see
okay.
it personally.
Let's say in 5 years let's say in 3 years after let's say they activate the option in July, and in 2 years he's a superstar. Okay, like you would have kept him for maybe another year max, and then sold him for maybe an extra 5-10 million.
Yeah, true. He could even have the same trajectory. I don't think Rafinha becomes the player he becomes if we don't sell him to Rennes. If Rennes don't ship him to Leeds.
No, exactly.
Leeds, then does he go Leeds to Barca? Right? Is it that?
I think it's Leeds to.
I
think it's Leeds to Barca.
I think it's Leeds to Barca as well, right? So I don't think he becomes that player if you don't sell him to Rennes. Maybe this can be the Allison trajectory. I'm with you though, Rich. I think especially this is very short term sighted though, but I'd sell him.
It's a bench. I know people are, and I'm usually the guy to advocate thinking long term, but it's also like he's a bench player. He does he almost never starts. Like he started like 1 or 2 cup games. He scored some big goals and had a couple good moments.
Been off the bench.
But
it's all been
off the bench.
Like a tired team. When he starts, he hasn't been that impressive.
No. So I'd be inclined to say sure, take if that's the deal on the table. I would not fault the administration one bit for saying, "Yep, we'll accept that. No problem."
Me too. I agree.
I wouldn't fault them. Like that's just smart. Like I'm not a businessman, but that's just smart business. That's just good. That's good math to me.
Businessman. I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
Last one I want to know your opinion on.
Yeah.
Coach Kvskelia, Koch. Apparently reconsidering rejoining Levante.
He's just not been able to find his footing, has he, with us? He's just not quite been able to really cement a place.
Yeah.
Outside of a bench role. There was hopes that he was going to be a starter. Yeah, it is what it is. Look, sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. Like it's just one of those things. He's been okay off the bench, but shit happened. Like I remember when we signed Radoslav Petrovic and we had such high hopes for him, and then he was nothing more than a glorified bench guy. You hit on some transfers, you whiff on a couple. It's not a total whiff, but I think they were expecting a bit more from this player, and he just hasn't quite settled in the way they had hoped. He hasn't quite meshed with the system, I think, as well as they'd hoped. When he's come on, he's just not been outstanding at any given point. It happens. Like I don't hold it against the guy.
Yeah, he's not been horrible. We've had
he's not been abject failure.
He's still young. He can maybe.
He's just not been. I think people were expecting a little bit more from him, and he just hasn't quite lived up to that little bit of hype yet.
Yeah, I agree.
If he wants to go back to Levante, that's his prerogative. Cool.
Yeah.
I have no strong. I guess this is my long way of saying I have no strong feelings about this personally. I feel.
Same.
Yeah, I don't feel strongly. I just feel.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Anything else we need to get to? I know futsal Euros are kicking off, so we're on a bit of a break. I think domestically, no.
Yeah, agreed. I think there's only just a basketball result that happened.
Yeah.
Hockey today. Hockey won 4-2. And where's the basketball result? I forgot. I think we won though. Yeah,
I know basketball played.
Immortal 88-74 in their Taça Liga game. So we're on to the next round. If I'm not mistaken.
God, even basketball has a Mickey Mouse Cup. God bless them.
Well, and the NBA has a Mickey Mouse Cup too. They have
the NBA Cup.
They're called the NBA Cup.
They're hunting for a name on that one.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I was thinking like the Barclays Cup for some reason. Maybe the Barclays are like
sponsored, but the NBA it might be sponsored by Barclays or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Giannis,
it's the name they use for the first, which is the NBA in-season tournament. Which I'm
Yeah.
like, you guys couldn't have
go.
thought of a better name. And then they thought right outside, but pushed right up against the box for the name.
Facts.
And I'm like, you know what? I'll give it to you. Fine.
Facts. Since we're on basketball really quick for the basketball fans, the Giannis Antetokounmpo sweepstakes are on right now. Raptors against the Knicks. Raptors are currently up by 1, third quarter. Winner, in my opinion, will win Giannis, who said he wants to either join Toronto, the Knicks, and Miami. I think
Is that like confirmed?
I mean,
I know when Masai was the GM, he was.
I know. If Masai was our GM, we would have him right now. But he's not.
I know. I text my boys. I'm like, I want to say I believe in Masai, but he's not here anymore. So I guess I believe in Bobby now? Question mark. Like, sure. I like what Bobby's been doing.
I don't mind. I like the team, mind you. Well,
they're fun. It's the most fun I've had watching Raptors basketball in since COVID.
Since 2019, yeah, or since
2020, even 2020,
right.
even 2020, like in the bubble, they were a fun team. They ran into a good Celtics team.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but yeah. That's all we got time for today on this After Dark. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Make sure you follow Sam here on Twitter down below at Sam Fonseca with 2 A's. Make sure you follow Chris at the Big Chris 69. Make sure you follow Danny Saldana at SCP Danny _. You follow me at Richard _Nevis7. Most importantly, follow all things Alvalade on all your social media platforms. We'll be back probably next week to review who the hell are we playing this week? Nacional. I forgot. It's late. I'm tired. So thank you all so much for joining us. We'll be back next week, like we said. Make sure you do like and subscribe if you're on YouTube and Twitch. We really appreciate it.
And then we also have the Tasa game against Avj, by the way, since we're on Avj Watch. I forgot to mention that too.
When's that?
That's on Thursday.
Next
Thursday? We had a midweek game. Yeah.
Next Thursday?
We
should predict that. We should predict that.
5th of February, and then the 9th of February is against Porto.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to predict the Avs Tasa game as well, then. We might as well. Screw that before we go. Late game predictions here. All right.
Let me just put in my my 5-0.
I was gonna put like 5 or 6, honestly. You're putting 5. I'm already in there.
5.
You're putting 5.
I'll put Allison. I'll put since we talked about him so much and I said he can leave, he's gonna prove me wrong. I'm gonna put another Pot Trincão goal. I'll put Diomande header and give me a Maxi goal as well. He might not even play, but give me a Maxi goal.
I'm gonna go 6-0. I'm going Suarez. Is Foti still hurt?
I was thinking him too. I think he might be. I don't know though.
I'll go Suarez, Maxi, Jenny. Trincão ×2. Trincão loves a Tasa game.
Yeah, fair.
And I'm gonna go own goal because they're that bad.
Ruben Smith won goal, by the way.
Ruben Smith won goal.
His gun is gonna fucking.
He's not. If he's not in jail again.
Facts.
Okay, that's it now. Thank you all for
sure.
watching.
Yeah.
We'll be back then. Probably next week. After the Tasa game, we might do a Tasa post game. Actually, might do that. It might be an After Dark on Thursday. Then we'll wait for both those games to play out though. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time and peace.